Hello, welcome back to my channel. I know we are in a different environment today, and that is because I got a new car and I wanted to kind of break down and discuss how I went from having no car to getting a car in less than a week. And it was quite the journey. So I was driving to Hollywood and I got on the highway, or the freeway, what they call it out here, and my car would not go past 45 miles an hour. Like, no matter how I tried, it was pedal to the metal. Like, it was all the way down. It was a safety hazard because I was on the freeway. People were going a certain mile per hour. And so I took my foot off the gas because I was like, what's going on? And then I put it back on. I pushed it all the way down again, and it would not go past 40 miles an hour. And at this point, I was like, okay, maybe I need to get off, because this is not going well. And so I got off, I put my foot off the pedal, put it back on. It didn't go past 35. So it's pretty much decreasing in increments of 5. So I called Keenan and I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but I need your car and I'm gonna have to take my car to the shop. Like, I explained it to him because I was like nervous, and I got off the freeway. I was heading home and I had to make this turn to get off on my street, and I didn't think that I was going to make that turn. So I pulled off to the side. I turned the car off. I sat there for 5 minutes. I was just like, Lord, please let me get home. Please let me make it home safely. Like, please let me just get this turn. And I was so close. I'm like, I just want to get home. So the next day I took it to the mechanics, and this is my first time going to this specific shop, and I'm gonna continue to go to them because they were the nicest mechanics I ever met. Like, honestly, they were super nice. They were super welcoming. So I was able to drop my car off. They looked at it and they told me what was good the next day. And what was good was not good at all. He was like, I need a certain repair and it was going to cost $1,700. And I was just like, who said that? I don't know who you about to get that from because it's not me. And also, that was like half of what I paid for the car. I was like, I'm not putting in that much money into a car that I didn't pay that much for, honestly. And so, and he was just like, oh yeah, and that's just the main thing that you need. There's also 3 other things that you need to fix. So it seemed like the total was going to be well over $2,000. And at that point, I'm creeping up on what I paid for the car in total. So I'm just like, I'm not going to put that much money into a car that I didn't pay that much for. So, but he really was like, take the trash bag and throw that whole car away, because the way he had it set up, he was just like, sis, it's not even worth it. And I was like, you're right, it's not even worth it. So he was like, you know, if you get new cards, bring it by and we'll take a look. I can't be too mad because I had her for 4 years and she's been having problems for a minute, but she held it through. She got me through a whole web series. I'm always love her. She got me through a whole web series, a road trip to Arizona. I used to do Uber in that car. Lord help us. So she got me through a lot. I was gifted that car, technically. So I'm always be grateful for that car. I'm always have love for my bruiser. So by then I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad because I'm just like, bro, like, we just started 2022 and I was not expecting to have to get a new car in freaking January 2022. That's not the way that I saw this year going whatsoever. Yeah, so I was just like, yo, what is going on? Like, I was just in shock. I was in shock. I was in awe. I was low-key panicking because I was just like, who's gonna get this car? Because I've never, before this, the car that I'm sitting in now, I've never had a car note before. 6 months shy of getting out of my 20s without a car note. So I'm gonna count my blessings because I know people have had car notes since their early 20s, maybe even their teens. So I'm grateful. I'm not gonna sit up here and be ungrateful. But dang, when you ain't never had a car note, that humbles you and reality sets in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to really think about the people I want to spend time with and spend money with, because, you know, a car note's not no joke. And I actually want to pay it off as quickly as possible. Like, I'm trying to pay it off ASAP, like ASAP, because I'm not playing. I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this pressure. I don't like it. But this video is not about how much I don't like car notes. So let me continue. So the next day, after the mechanic told me to get a trash bag and throw the whole car away, I spent hours researching cars and going to like different like auto shops online and browsing whatever's in my price range. I didn't really have a price range, so I'm just like, girl, I'm not trying to pay a high ass car note. I narrowed it down to like 5. So I was like, okay, bet. So Keenan's friend, shout out to B, because he helped me get my bruiser and he helped me get this car. Like, he is gonna be my official, besides Keenan, he is my official car go-to guy, because he used to be a salesman. He knows the game. He knows what to look for, what he's talking about, and I don't know none of that stuff. And I'm trying to get better at adulting and, you know, actually knowing what the stuff that I'm paying for is. So I was sending him stuff all night, and then he's like, okay, let's go on Monday. This was a Saturday. He's like, okay, let's go Monday. Somehow I scammed my way into getting Keenan to come with me to places on Sunday just to like look at them the day before, so it'll be easier with B once he got there on Monday. So we ended up going to like, it was only supposed to be like 3 or 4. We ended up going to like 7, 8 different places. I ended up finding my top 2. So I was like, all right, so it's gonna be easy work for B because he's just gonna come in. We're gonna see what we can get from these 2 dealerships. So we went to the first one, and honestly, that was my first choice. It was a Nissan Altima. It was white. I've always had white cars. We test drove it. It was nice. And these were my non-negotiables, because my first car, the car that I drove out to California with, it had heated seats and it had a sunroof, and I missed those in my PT Cruiser. So I was like, all right, if I'm gonna have to get a car note, those are my non-negotiables, because it was looking like I had to get a car note. I had to select them and get a car note. So I'm like, if I'm gonna be paying monthly for a car, I need heated seats and I need a sunroof at the very least, because my first car had me bougie. I'm not even gonna lie, she had me bougie. People be laughing at me because I came from the East Coast, and I still think that California is cold, because it really did be cold, especially in the mornings, especially at night. Nobody told me that it's gonna be 35 degrees at night in the summertime. So I need my heated seats. Like, I was like, I wanted my heated seats. So that car had both. So we went into the office and we were like, all right, let's talk numbers. So first off, I didn't like the guy. He had to run my credit, of course, and he was just like, oh, you have a lot of student loans. And I was like, no more than the average American person that went to college. Like, my loans are, it's not like I have 0, but they're not OD. Like, I know people that have hundreds of thousands of student loan debt. Mine is nowhere near that. So I'm like, I feel like mine is pretty average, maybe even below average. Like, I feel like the average is probably in between 40 and 50. Mine is below average, if that's the average. Or did I just make that up, that average? I don't know. But mine is less than $50,000. And I feel like that is good, especially since I went to literally the most expensive university in America. Private institution in America. Like, by the time I graduated, it was $54,000 a year. So I think I did pretty well. Not having $200,000 of student loan debt, and that was mostly because I got an academic scholarship, so it covered my tuition. I just had to pay for like room and board and stuff, and just like books and, you know, regular college stuff. So thank God I was blessed with brains. And I had enough sense to go to a school that gave me a scholarship, because I really wanted to go to Howard. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother lifetime. I still kind of did go to Howard because one of my best friends, she went there, and I was always there, and I was black, so I blended in. People thought I went to Howard. So, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, I was a little offended by that. I was a little turned off. So I'm like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And then what really I was like, okay, let's go, was that car note price. I was like, oh, no. I'm not paying that much a month. No. So I was like, okay, thank you. Next. In the words of Ariana Grande, because no. So we went to the second place, and they remembered us because we was literally there the day before. So they remembered us. So I was like, oh, hey, y'all, blah, blah, blah. You want to test drive it? So we test drove it. It rode pretty well. So we came back and was like, all right, let's talk numbers. And they treated us so nice. They gave us coffee. They gave us little Madeline cookies, and I'm a sucker for Madeline cookies. Ooh, Starbucks has the best Madeline cookies ever. Like, Trader Joe's, it doesn't compare. The ones they had, they were pretty good. I'm pretty sure they got it from like Sam's Club or Costco, but Starbucks, I don't be going out for Starbucks like that, but I would pay top dollar for, and especially the chocolate dip ones. Y'all go to Starbucks and try it and let me know how you like it. Let me know that it's a life changer, because I know it is. Anyway, treated us so nice. I was like, oh, this is the kind of service that I don't mind spending my money on. So we talked numbers. B was able to work his magic. He was able to get me a 2-year warranty for cheaper than what he was trying to give it to me for. He really works with me. And so let me backtrack real quick. The first place, they was not trying to do a trade-in, and I was like, he was like, nobody wants a PT Cruiser. I was like, okay, you're just rude. You don't like my student loans, you don't like my car, you probably don't like my skin color. So I'm like, what is it? Okay, so I was very offended. But anyway, the second place, they did a trade-in. Granted, it wasn't much, but it went towards my down payment. So I had cash, y'all. Okay, so I'm turning 30 in June. And I had started saving up money for like a birthday trip. I still don't know where I wanted to go, but I was just saving money. I had to use that money for the down payment. I was hurt. I was hurt because it was a grip. It was a grip. It was, whew. I know it's gonna come back to me somehow, some way, but it hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt, because I was like, my birthday, you only turned 30 once, Lord. But I know it's gonna come back to me 100-fold. I had a cute little down payment, so it helped me with my monthly payments. So crunch numbers, blah blah blah. A couple hours later, literally was there all day, but a couple hours later, I walked away in my car, and guess what? It has the heated seats, it has a sunroof, and it's comfortable. It's automatic. My bruiser was not automatic, so I feel like I'm feeling fancy. Okay, the mileage is good, the gas is good. I'm very happy with my baby. It's a 2009 Honda Accord. Never thought I was gonna be a Honda girl, but here we are. I also never thought I was gonna be a PT Cruiser girl, but I was, and she's cute. It's an upgrade from my 2005. It's a 2009. Has my sunroof, my heated seats. Our girl can't complain. I'm blessed. I'm grateful for this new car. So when I was car shopping, I had in mind, and I was manifesting and praying for the sunroof, the heated seats, good mileage, and good gas. And I got all of them. You really have to set your intention and be very intentional on what you want, because you might get it. So yeah, so I got my non-negotiables. Very happy about that. But I was not ready for an upgrade in my car insurance, because they went up like $50 once I switched my car. And I was like, oh, but why? Because it's a more reliable car, it's newer, so I would have thought it would have either stayed the same or it would have decreased a little bit because it's a more reliable car. But that's not how this works, because capitalism. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm really adulting this year. Wow. Okay, life, I see what you're doing. You're lifing. And also, this car note is real. It humbled me. It humbled me in ways that I didn't know that I need to be humbled. So I'm really tightening up my purse strings. You know, if you need a house sitter, a cat sitter, a writer, an assistant, I got you, because I'm trying to make this shmoney. You know what I'm saying? I got bills to pay for. I got real bills to pay for. The best thing that you can do for me is like this video, share with a friend, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow. I am growing my channel, and your support will help me in the algorithms. So I thank you in advance. And I think this pretty much wraps up the video. That is how I went from having no car to a new car, or newer car I should say, in less than a week. I was very focused. I didn't think about anything else besides the car. I got like pinpoint. You have to, when you're manifesting and you're praying things into existence, you have to get very specific, and you have to be very intentional, and you have to become like pretty much obsessive on whatever you're focusing on or whatever you're trying to manifest. Like, you have to. I feel like those are the three main ingredients to getting what you want. So I got what I want. So I think that pretty much wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit entertaining in my journey of getting a car note for the first time. I'm gonna be salty about that for a minute, but I'm grateful, because I'm gonna be paying it on time every month, and the Lord is gonna help me pay it off faster than what is projected. So it's all good. It's all good. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. This is adulting. This is life. This is me turning 30. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to get it done. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.